Hi, this is Eric Lehman, and welcome to my third attempt at an edition of Morning Has Broken, and I Don't Want to Fix It. Today is a really big day. Um, One of the reasons I think that it's technologically possible that it did take three opportunities to create one edition of Morning Has Broken, and I Don't Want to Fix It is that with each recording, I I found more and more surrender. Admittedly, the first recording I produced this morning was 15 minutes, where I was in energy that I don't like spending time with. Um, I I don't also often like admitting that I actually spent time in that energy, and so the impetus for this shift in my energy was the fact that in the morning at 9 o'clock, I got to run a 5K to raise money and awareness around a friend of mine who is a runner. And she is also experiencing life um, in a medically induced coma as the medical wisdom team tries to find different opportunities to to give her more opportunities for life. And I guess I was just caught in this energy spiral where the more I thought about who she was and the inspiration she is, the more I was attached to the idea that she lived through this, that she come out of this medically induced coma and retake her spot in life as a runner. And I just had so much energy attached to that outcome that I don't know. All I know is I'm releasing that attachment. I surrender. Um, it's not my job. It's simply not my job to bring her back to life in whatever way is meant to be. And I'm surrendering all of the outcomes and just knowing that it's not on me to determine what's supposed to be. So instead of sharing my humanness, and I'm human, and I'll just admit that the first recording was 15 minutes in not the best energy. We're just going to move on and know that um, the energy we put out is definitely important, and um, I'm just happy to report that new energy has broken through that allows me to let go, and it took a miracle for that to happen. Um, and I count on daily miracles along the way. And what got me through this process was was miraculous because I was okay with dwelling where I was for a little bit, and I don't need to stay there, and you don't need to see me staying there. Um, it's important for me to share my humanness with you, and it's also important for me to know on this journey that everything is transformable. And there are few, if any, outcomes that we actually can control. And for the first 30 some odd years of my life, that was almost a debilitating awareness. And now it's one of the most freeing knowings, pieces of wisdom that I get to tap into every day. I really don't have the opportunity to change anything but me, including the kids that I help to father. And by helping to father, I mean there are kids that I get to mentor and steward who are genetically related to me, and there are others that are not. And I don't get to control that either, and I let go of that. And for a long time, I knew that letting go was the right thing to do, even as a parent. Um, and I'll give you, for instance, I mean, like last night, my kids, my kids, the three kids that are genetically closest to me, um, I kept them out a little late, a little past their um, their point of happy and playful and um, energy that gets along with each other. And and there was a point where I wanted to control their behavior, and then there was another point where I realized I couldn't. I mean, kids have a tendency, if they are in close proximity with each other, to in essence sometimes beat each other up. Even the nicest, most glowy light beings that you could imagine inhabit this earth. Even those kids, they do these things. And it doesn't make them bad kids. It doesn't make them even bad moments. Because, I mean, in this world of perfect, there is no real good and bad. There just is. So, in essence, last night was a perfect example of being able to let go every day and not want to control, or work on not wanting to control their behaviors. Of course, they're going to experience their own outcomes, and whatever their decisions turn into in terms of consequences, that's theirs for them. So yeah, here I am still learning into my role as father, to those who are genetically closest to me, as well as those who I just get to steward and love, um, with fatherly energy. So anyway, I'm really excited to share the idea of letting go more and more. And I guess the other part of that excitement is just what happens when we get out of our own way. Just reporting on that and just letting you know that like miracles happen, like people who I never thought would be interested in the mission that I get to serve into, are now like writing emails with me, and corresponding as if like they want to be my friend. And I'm like, wow, and that's where my guidance keeps on, saying, Eric, just stay humble, be humble, and allow this in and accept it. One of the things that's the theme in my life is just the idea of deserving things, and maybe I get to just let go of the whole concept of deserving, and maybe I just get to learn that a great life is actually intended for anyone who is willing to do the work of letting go, willing to do the work of surrender, willing to allow their greatness safe passage into manifestation. I believe deeply that we're all born with something great, and the people that I've gotten to meet recently are no exception to that. And the only difference between them and anyone else right now is they found stillness or found their greatness through whatever process, whatever work they did to learn that. And they just felt it. They got into it. They knew who they were, and they know who they are. And they are shining and glowing and just serving as beacons on this planet. And I'm so excited to become friends with these folks. Folks from Reebok and folks from Intel and folks from, just local companies who are really walking a great walk and embracing what I get to do as mission partners. So, last night I also was able to dance for the first time in a while, and I realized how much dance is a huge part of who I get to be, and singing is another huge part. And I'm still kind of dipping my toes into singing, where perhaps diving might be appropriate. Um, anyway, I'm excited about it all, and I'm so glad that my energy shifted into this episode. So when hopefully this one takes, you'll get to see all that is possible. And I'll tell you, it's a markedly different episode than what I recorded just an hour or so ago. Anyway, I love you all. I will hope to get another episode out to you tomorrow, although I'm going to be in a place technologically perhaps unavailable for uploading. So I will see what I can do, and I'll do the best I can without making too many promises. I will likely be able to record something. I might not be able to upload it until the next day. So I'll keep you posted, and I love you. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.